This is an iconic car from the Fast and Furious franchise, and an incredibly unique set for LEGO to create. I'm so excited to share this one with you. First, we're going to get into my rating, my review, some final thoughts, and you'll be on your way to the next video. Let's get into it. I do my ratings on a number of metrics to help you figure out if this set is right for you. That was so intense, sorry. Scale 4 out of 10, I would say this is pretty beginner friendly and perfect for the casual LEGO fan. I love that too because I know that there are Fast and Furious fans who are also LEGO fans, but then there are some Fast and Furious fans who might occasionally do LEGO, and this is a good set for them. This really should be a 3 out of 10, but I added an extra point because these stickers are a little tricky to place well. There's a lot of stickers and I don't like stickers. Aesthetics, 8 out of 10. When we get into this part, I just want to let you know this is coming from a casual Speed Champions fan and somebody who has never seen Too Fast, Too Furious before, so just keep that in mind. It's on my list to go back and watch, but there's a lot on my list to go back and watch. I should have done it researching for this video because honestly, I spent more time researching than it would have just been for me to watch the dang movie. I adore the color. Now, while I was researching for this, I saw that other people said that they've never seen this color car before. It's very possible that they've come out with this color before, but I don't ever remember seeing it, so it's definitely a rare color, if not one we've never seen before. There also just are too many dang stickers for this one, and then occasionally there'd be a custom printed piece like this, so then you couldn't just not do the stickers because then you'd have a weird top half of her head. So that was a little bit annoying. I was like, could you just not make a little bit more custom printed pieces and a little less stickers at that point? But it does have a good price point, so I kind of understand. We'll get into that in a second. There were 20 something stickers, and with that, unless you're a pharmacist, because I see you. I have gotten quite a few comments from pharmacists who say that they enjoy placing the stickers, so not every LEGO fan hates stickers, but unless you're a pharmacist, they're really, really hard to place. And I know the pharmacists, before you guys comment down below, you've told me, hey, don't use the brick separator. Use something smaller. I am looking into getting a pair of scrapbooking tweezers to help me place them better, but I swear I forget every single time I'm done with this sticker set, so I will order it right after this. But for most people, they are not probably going to place it 100% great, and I think it's a little annoying. I could have done with just a little less stickers, or at least no stickers on these really, really small pieces, because in my opinion, those are the harder ones to place. The thing I really like with the aesthetics of the set is right away I knew it was a Fast and Furious car. I know I multiple times have called it a Barbie car in other videos. I know it's not a Barbie car. I know it's from the Fast and Furious franchise, but it looks really cool. And then another thing, my husband, who also hasn't watched Fast and Furious, I showed him this build and he's like, is that a Honda S2000? So it goes to show how well that the Honda S2000 is replicated into LEGO for this set. Durability, 8 out of 10. There are these little small pieces like this that can be pulled off kind of easy, but for the most part, I feel like somebody could accidentally knock it off the shelf and it's this might kind of come off and you could just fix it in 5 seconds. Usually for my ratings, when I say durability is a 7 out of 10, it means it's good for normal handling of LEGO. 8 out of 10 is definitely good for slightly aggressive handling, and I think this is one of those. I wouldn't mind handing this to a 5-year-old, if that makes sense. Maybe not a 2-year-old, well, choking hazard, but in terms of play, I think a 5-year-old wouldn't break it. Value, 8 out of 10. I do this rating solely based off the price per brick. There are some other factors that can affect. We'll talk about it in a second, but the first way to compare a set like this is 300 pieces against ones like this that are 2,600 pieces, or to break it down to price per brick. Normally, a set will range from anywhere from 6 to 12 cents, but there are some factors that can make it have a higher price per brick, including licensed IP, hello Fast and Furious, and then weird pieces. Most of the pink pieces are custom color pieces. By the way, the easy way to check that if you're ever curious is if you go to the pick a brick part of the LEGO website and then you plug in a set and then search for pieces within that set and you see a bunch that are missing that are on the set booklet, that's how you would know. And you can find the set booklets online as well. But anyways, most of these are custom pink pieces, so that can affect it a little bit. This one costs $26.99 and has 300 pieces, giving it an 8-cent price per brick. If you remember from earlier, our range is 6 cents to 12 cents, so it's doing pretty good considering it's got the custom pieces and licensed IP. I'm very happy with that. Technically, it's an 8.9-cent price per brick, but I'm rounding down. I always round down. It just makes it easy across the board. Time, 2 out of 10. I do this rating solely based on the amount of pieces I place per hour relative to my average. Usually I can place about 350 to 425 pieces per hour. Now this one took me 55 minutes, so I kind of have to do a little bit of math to figure out what that would average out per hour. The other thing is I get my nails done. My nails are pretty long for LEGO. and I hit the 3-week mark, and if you're a nails girly, you know that like that means my nails are ready to be done. They have grown out quite a bit. If you go back and you actually look on the footage or like pause on a frame, you might be able to see that they're pretty grown out. So I was struggling really heavily with the small pieces because my nails were a little bit too long to be doing that. So that's not really anything wrong with the set. It's more something wrong with me because I forgot to book my appointment on the 3-week mark and then decided to build Lego. So just know that's a factor, and I'm not gonna weigh this super heavy into my final rating. Joy, 8 out of 10. Barbie car, Barbie car, Barbie. I know it's not a Barbie car. Barbie car, Barbie car, Barbie. I know it's not a Barbie car. Just let me live, okay? It's pretty, it's pink. I had so much fun with this. Honestly, like the whole thing, oh man, even I could tell it was a Honda S2000. It was a lot of fun. This is one of those sets that makes me super excited to watch the Fast and Furious movies. I might not watch all of them, but for sure, like watch all the way through Tokyo Drift. I really am excited to watch the Fast and Furious movies because of sets like this. Overall B tier, this is a fantastic Speed Champion set, but it has too many stickers for me to put it in A tier. I don't think that like even if it had the custom printed pieces, it would necessarily be an S tier set, but like I'm gonna comfortably put it in B. I do wish that some more of the smaller sets were printed pieces, like this little panel right here. It was a little tricky to place. This one right here, like the license plate, those were really, really hard to place, and I wish that those were custom printed as well. We got the headlights, like I don't know why we couldn't have gotten the other ones. Oh yeah, this little panel right down here too. Like we got the headlights, but then down here sticker, like doesn't make sense. I'd still recommend it even though it's in B tier. This is the only set I had pre-ordered for June, and I'm so happy I did because I definitely knew I wanted it. This build has no sections and is 4 bags, which means all the bags are pretty small. I'm not complaining because these pieces are tiny and can be a bit tricky to sort. I can't overstate this enough, but I loved the pink. I don't remember ever seeing this color in a Speed Champion set. I'm not saying it never happened because I really got into Lego in 2021, but I definitely haven't seen it in a while. When I was looking at Lego leaks, I saw other people saying they haven't seen this color before, so there is a chance it hasn't released, but I'm just saying Lego, last summer would have been the perfect time to partner with the Barbie movie. We could have gotten a Barbie car. When building this set, I did have kind of a massive error come up, and no, not a user error, like literally something wrong with the set. You'll see me get up here and I was actually missing a piece. This marks the 3rd time I've ever had it happen to me, but I have a Lego collection of like 120 sets at this point, so it's bound to happen. The first time it happened to me was with the Lego bonsai, which now as I'm saying that, I realize every single time I've had this happen, I've been filming. Yeah, so anyways, a piece was missing, and instead there was a minifigure head, which I knew was wrong, but luckily because there's 2 different variations you can take, I was able to open up a bag for the variation it wasn't going to take, pull out the piece, and then be able to put it in, and then didn't ever have to contact Lego. It was actually nice to have like an extra bag just full of pieces. The second time I had it happen was in a set I posted in February, which was Diagon Alley. This one was a bit of a bummer because it was a window piece, so there was no way that there was like an extra one, nor was there kind of a way to fix it. So I had to stop my build right where it was at. That one was a bit of a bummer because 1, window pieces are never extra pieces, and 2, I couldn't just substitute in something else. There was this weird Technic piece that I got in its place, so that was the right color. For that one, I ended up going down to the Lego store, and my Lego store has like a fun little just like brick playing with kind of building area, and the staff there just said, hey, if you find a piece in there that works, you're good. So I have a window piece that's the right dimensions but a different shade of blue, and that's what's in there, and I think it's kind of funny. I never reached out to Lego to get that one fixed. I think it's pretty funny. And finally, this one, for some reason I have some extra 1x2 plates. I shouldn't. I know the build it came from, and I like triple checked it, and I have no idea why it didn't go in the bag step that like I had, but like it was just extra. It should not be an extra, but like I also think somewhat if I'm able to randomly be missing pieces occasionally, then randomly I had to have gotten this one as an extra. Luckily for me, it's placed in a spot where you'd never know it's the wrong color, and that I substituted in a different piece without watching this video. Expect to happen at some point. I build a lot, usually like 2 sets a week, so I'd love to be like, I expect Lego to be perfect. But I'm realistic, and I know that sometimes things happen. As long as the margin of error is low, I'm happy. Have you ever had pieces missing? Just let me know. Also, if you ever have had this happen, you really easily can get a new part. You just have to go onto the website and then click help, and from there it's pretty easy. Something that could have been cool with this is if there was a double set with the black S2000 from the first movie. I think from watching TikTok, it's the same vehicle, but it could have been fun for this to be a double set with the Johnny Tran minifigure. I usually like the more masculine looking cars. I love the Chevy Impala from Supernatural. My dream wrap would be a battleship gray with black badges. I really love gray, black, and red detailing on a car. For this video, I spent a lot of time looking at this car and it's beautiful. I would proudly drive this car and it's totally not my style. Plus, it's stick and I have a soft spot for manual transmission. My first car was a manual and they are so much fun to drive. Another fun thing with this is in one scene from Too Fast, Too Furious, you see the Nissan Skyline GTR with this car, which I think is the only Fast and Furious set we've gotten a Technic and a Speed Champion set. I have the Technic one to build and I'm so excited. I seriously told myself I have to get a little bit more ahead on content before I do that. Sets like these are kind of easy for me right now because I just finished my Disney Castle. I did a little post on it and everybody's being so supportive, so thank you for that. But that is going to be a crazy edit to go do, and I'm like, hey, you don't need to add like another little bit longer of an edit when you're trying to get to like 12 hours of footage. I think I filmed for 12 hours, yeah. I kind of have a few big sets that I want to go do, including, I can see it right now, the Hogwarts Castle and Grounds and the Ford GT, and like I have to get myself a little bit more going on content before I decide to go back and do those ones. So I want to touch that one and I hope to soon. Also, when you see this, I'm bumping up to 3 videos a week unless like a video needs to rest because it's doing really well in the algorithm and then I delay posting another video. But anyways, I'm bumping up to 3 videos a week on average. That's my goal. Anywho, when it comes to this video, here's my final thoughts. If you're a fan of Speed Champions, I would say you gotta get this because it's such a unique color. If you're a fan of Fast and Furious, you gotta get this because it's like super inexpensive merch and you get to build it too. Like, that's a plus. It's a Honda S2000 that is translated super well into Lego and I'm very happy with it. Just wish there was a little less stickers, but overall, this is incredible. I love that they got some of the body like details in there. It's great. If you're a fan of this one, there's also the Nissan Skyline GTR in both the Speed Champions and the Technic. The one I have is the Technic, but you can absolutely get the Speed Champions version of this and do both of these and have them. I think that's super fun. Anyways, I just want to say thank you guys so much for choosing to watch my channel. I am filming this a little bit before it would post, but as of today, which is today, the 26th of June, I have 4,607 subscribers, so I just want to say thank you guys so much for that because that's so cool. I like started off this year with just barely over 1,000 subscribers and now we're nearing in on 5, which is like crazy. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for that because it honestly means the world to me. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!